we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here.
Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
2nd down, Love.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
Steps away. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles. Harris Campbell, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
In motion left goes Watson. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw now. Here's Love.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Reed Blankenship.
And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Rodgers to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should have listened to you, partner.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, so much for the 1st down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a 1st down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did not.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is Smith with a grab. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Touchdown! Paris Campbell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
For the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Rolling to his left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
The man in motion is Brown.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Barkley inside handoff. And some room to work.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the...
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Barkley going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Glove. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing. Love. And got his man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Jayden Reed, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Love looking to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's in. Fly Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Packers offense set to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Love now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Back to throw.
Love, same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Going back to Love. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working out of the gun. Love.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Love.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Love from the gun.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And Hurts going to move him around.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Let's go, G. Big series right here. We got to step up.
On the draw, this is Barkley.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2. Love with it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
This is the player card. This is the development trait. Superstars. Here are a player's motivations. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
And as we begin Week 2 in the NFL, he was truly one of the top stories around the league. What a debut. Didn't look phased at all, handled everything with poise and grace, and played through in a big way. I can't wait to see what the defenses throw at him this week and see how he adjusts.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Zach Bourne
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
This one from 35 yards away. 2 knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's second down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw. And in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 13 carries, 64 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Penix, the throw on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Kyle Pitts, touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. A give left side to Robinson. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throwing on second down, Penix. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Penix on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Penix working out of the gun here. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Throwing on 1st down is Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Penix on 1st and 10.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Penix to the air once more. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again.
Throwing is Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete.
Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. First and 10, it's Penix.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
To the air, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. That is caught by Dell. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Derek Carr, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Penix going to look to throw on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
A play fake. Now Penix.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that gets them back within 10.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw, Penix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's Penix. Got London on the slant.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And looking to throw, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll...
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll throw with Penix. That's complete to Dell.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Barkley. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Staying on his feet, flushed out right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. He'll look to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creep.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 11, 2:18 on the clock. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
On 2nd and 10, Penix once more. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They are going for it. Penix.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Looking to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And now they'll shift things around. Barkley.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, there's no
today. From the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints versus Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Hurts throwing right away. Sliding out of the pocket. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And some space here. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
2nd down and 4.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
To Barkley on the check down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts.
There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Hurts will throw.
And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Sixth ring is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And Hurts going to move him around.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had much to the end zone the last time out.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The throw over the middle taken in. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw his car. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll throw now on the final play. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Here's Carr to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Hurts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it.
He's got room at the 30.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the pop.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Carr.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Carr's throw is on target to Likely.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
10 more there and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Here's Carr. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll run. It's Miller. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down and 6 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Airing it out deep for Smith.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory.
today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. They'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Well, the Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his 2nd season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Milton Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Play action. Here's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down. The numbers for Evans a week ago: 5 catches, 77 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. White. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin from 8 yards out. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
First down, here's White. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Now Mayfield.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Mayfield now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown!
O'Keefe,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Isaiah Rodgers now ready to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Hurts sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Now Baker going to change it up.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So we've hit. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. To throw, Mayfield.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got Smith here.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And that may takes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Brought down that time by Nolan Smith from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Here's Mayfield.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run here with Irving.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
On the draw, here's White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Back now in Tampa.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Again, it's Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, Hurts. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Joe Tryon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it. The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd down, Mayfield.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Got his man. It's Woods. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Hurts throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Barkley, inside handoff. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Mayfield.
And this one is incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
That is intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Now Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll come up now on second down. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Philadelphia, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall back to
today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jameis Winston and the Cleveland Browns.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's been all systems going this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it again with Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Play fake. Winston. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Browns march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
The Eagles in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend it and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
You look at this Eagle defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Winston from the gun on third down. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. These two teams all tied after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. Fights free at the 5.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Gainwell will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Let's look at Kenneth Gainwell as this offense comes back out.
5 carries on the previous series, and the 5th one, the 1-yard punch into the end zone.
Yeah, he showed the muscle, didn't he? He showed that getting into the end zone. You know what I think he'd like on this next series?
Another one?
Another 5 or more carries like that. Continue to chew things up. I bet he'd like a night.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Now they'll change things up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jameis to throw it.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Got his man. It's Gainwell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
On play action, they'll throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
And I think the Browns got it. They did. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Here's Winston.
Right back to Njoku.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Rodgers on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw again. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 34 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First target, first catch, and a first down. To throw, Winston. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
On 1st down, Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
To the right side, that's where Tillman is. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Completes to Njoku. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 20.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Flush to his right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check, 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 check.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here.
That is intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have give themselves a chance to be in this game.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.